So I hope that answers your question, and it is a quite comical letter in your exercise. She says she gets more exercise with her body English than she does in bowling itself. 1, 8, and 9.
I especially like the part of her letter where she talked about advice that I had given on the air that she takes to heart.
Yes, yeah, concentration. She mentioned concentration all the time, and she gets up there and says, when I get up to bowl, I tell myself, Doug says concentrate. So I get up to bowl and tell myself to concentrate, but I say to myself, on what? Oh, well. Great sense of humor. Thank you for the letter, June.
Guess I should have said specifically what to concentrate on.
That's right.
Must have left that out. Kevin Davis with a pair of 9s, and the lead is now 18, as you can see, for Tom Morgan.
Ouch. Well, it's starting to look a little better. Interesting, the 4 and the 9 pins. 2 pieces of wood in between the 4 and 9. He's going to have to catch a piece of the one on the left, I would say.
Yes. Fine shot. We'll see exactly what happened, I think, a little bit better on the replay. Yep. Just clipped that front wood.
Right now leading by 18 through the completed frames, which would be through the second frame. A little heavy on the head pin, drops 8 on the spare, and the 3 and the 10 left. Piece of wood angled fairly good behind the 2 pin. And now he's got a couple more pieces directly behind the 2. Got a shot at making this if he's on the 2 pin.
Ooh, oh, wow. So it'll be a 10. See what happened on that.
He just turned around to me and said a little too far. He was maybe a tad too far left. He wanted to be more directly on the 2 pin itself, but came awful close to making it just the same.
Kevin Davis needs some marks.
And a good break there, missing the head pin, and finally the 1 and 2 pins are left. You're right, Doug. He needs some marks.
And there's one. That is his 9th of the match. Each bowler has 1 strike.
Trails by 26. However, he'll reduce that by number of pins on this ball. Full on the head pin, wants the 10 pin out of there. It's not going to happen. 7. Fill on the spare, 4, 7, 10, and let's see where the wood settles down.
This may determine the shot here. That front piece of wood.
I would say he'd want to see part of that 4 pin. At the same time, he's going to have to take a piece of that wood out in front. Now, the ball might be deflected around the 4-7, but I think that's his only shot.
Ooh, almost.
Got the 4 and the 10, and there's a class move right there. Tommy Morgan says, nice try, Kevin.
We have 6 boxes to go. 20 pins the lead right now for Tom Morgan. We'll be back with the conclusion of the match after these messages. Tom Morgan getting set. 6 boxes to go in this match. On the head pin, but not much of a result this time for Tom. Punching out the 1, 2, 8, and 9.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah! Oh, what a shot!
I was going to say, wow, that was close to making that shot, and finally off the right sidewall comes the 4 and 5 pins going down. Watch this. Right there.
Boy, he has made a couple of spectacular shots in this game.
Again, a little full, 8-pin drop, which is good, but leaves the pins kind of far apart. The 6 and 7, 2 pieces of wood, 1 in front, 1 in back of the 6-pin. Wants to hit it on either end, snap it off the wall. There it is.
Yes.
He's putting on a little bowling clinic right now.
That's 14 marks for Tom. 14 marks in 26 frames.
One of the pure bowlers who can play that wood to your advantage, and he certainly does that.
Kevin Davis needs to put a string of marks together now, the way Tom Davis is bowling. Tom Morgan is bowling. Kevin from Pennacook works in the food service department at Pepsi-Cola, does a lot of his bowling at the Lakeside Lanes. Wanted me to say hello to his girlfriend Amber and her son Adam. And Kevin will have a spare leave this time, the 1, 2, and 4. That wood
could cost him if he's on the head pin too full. Very nicely done. Went by the head pin, clipped the wood, and had the wood come from behind to hit the head pin. If he hit the head pin with the ball, would have went right around the 2 and the 4.
Tom Morgan working on his second straight mark, and he sets himself up for another one.
Yeah, he's got the good rhythm right now. Picked up some nice spares, getting a lot of confidence. Leaves the 5-9, trying to make it 3 in a row, as Doug said, and ooh, just chops out the 5.
Has an outside chance at a 400 triple here. Needs a 137 for that. Actually, not an outside chance, a very good chance the way he's bowling right now.
Well, there's a break. On the head pin full, looked like almost a spread eagle, minus the 10 pin. 6 fell into the 3. Now he's looking at just a 3-pin spare, leave the 2, 4, and 7. And that's gone. Another mark and another spare. Yeah, 1 strike?
1 strike each. Right now, Tom Morgan with 14 spares and a strike. Kevin Davis with 9 spares and a strike. Kevin working on a spare right now. He could use some strikes at this point.
6, 7, 10. 3 pieces of wood that are playable.
Really almost must mark here. Opposite an open frame. Can't do it. That's going to make it pretty tough unless he strings some strikes together in the last few boxes. The lead is 29 with 3 to go. Boy, that was a strike ball he threw, it appeared. But it came in a little thin, and instead he has the 4 and the 10. Wood strewn all over the deck.
Makeable here, just throws at the... Oh, I didn't think he was going to make it quite that way, but...
Using only 1 piece of wood, let's take a look.
Just catches the 1 to the left and flips the 4-pin into the 10. Both bowlers making some fantastic spares.
Oh, big strike for Tom Morgan. That's on a spare, and he'll be over 400 now, for certain.
I'm sure he's going to try to play the wood here, carrying the ball off the wood into the 7, and the wood take the other 3. Let's see if he can do it. A little high.
Not quite.
Gives him 145 already.
To the counter, please. Barbara Hoffman.
And it'll be a 9-box, a 145 and a 3, make it a 408 for Tom Morgan. Kevin Davis working on a mark, and there's the strike he needs, but he's going to have to strike out in order to win it.
Wow.
Oh, there's another one. As I said, he'll have to strike out in order to win it. Needs more.
A little light this time.
Wow. Gave it a scare. This match, this final total is going to be a lot closer than It would have been. There's a spare in the 10th, a 147 for Kevin Davis, and he winds up dropping this match by just 10, 408 to 398. Tom Morgan will advance and face Bill Koppold next week. We'll check the bonus ball contest, chat with the bowlers in a minute.